Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another sales update video. For the past month or so, I haven't been very focused on selling on eBay. I was kind of powering ahead for the past year, and I really wanted to take a step back and look at my workspace and look at how I was functioning within this business. And what happened was really pretty interesting. Where that led me was basically to my own health, which was where I needed to make some major changes because, I have a job and I'm doing the business and all the other things that life brings you. And I was just trying to power through it, drinking coffee, not getting enough sleep. And you really do make poor decisions when you function that way. So I made changes in my diet. I'm literally moving toward going 100% on raw foods. The caffeine, I'm drinking like 1/10 of the caffeine, and hopefully I'll cut that out completely soon. And the changes in my decision making and the changes in my energy level have been so positive. It's been such a positive change, and I'm so glad I took the time to do that. And the only reason I'm saying it is that I hope all of you are giving yourself as much time and attention and love as you are giving your business, because in the end, you are your business. So you really have to pay attention to yourself and how you're feeling. So you'll be able to do this for a very, very long time. And I know you didn't click into this video for a talk about health, so I'm going to get off of that, even though I'm really excited about it. And I'll start with the items right here. Here is a Territory Ahead men's vest. It's a wool vest. I picked this up at the Salvation Army for $1. And I sold it on a best offer for $26.99. Okay, this is a pair of Giorgio Armani jeans, and this is the second time I've sold these. The first time they purchased the item, they were outside of the country, and it said very clearly that I ship priority mail. The only place I ship first class outside of the country is Canada. And they were insisting that I ship it first class. Now, I don't go, hey, you bought this, you knew how it went when you bought it. I just go, okay, fine, I'll cancel the auction, because you don't want to get a negative, and you don't want to force them to take something they don't want to take. So I wasn't willing to ship it first class, but I was willing to cancel it. And which was fine, because it sold shortly after that for a best offer of $50. And I only paid $1 for it at the Salvation. Okay, this is a pair of Golden Retriever work boots, and I picked these up at a church sale for $10. They were like new. The bottoms were really, really nice, like barely worn. The only problem they had was basically the worst polish job ever. I don't know what these people were doing, but they need to be stripped, and I was considering, stripping it and repolishing it. I'm going, I don't, I'd rather take $10 or $20 off than go through that. So I put it out for $55, and I took a best offer of $45, and clearly stating that the polish job was horrible. Okay, this is a pair of J. Jill jeans. J. Jill is a good brand. It's not going to make you a ton of money, but it's a steady seller. I paid $1 for these at the Salvation Army, and I took a best offer of $20. This is a pair of Express jeans. You'll see I sell Express jeans a lot. I picked them up for $1, and I would say they sell all the time for about $15, and I took a best offer for $15 on these. This is a Faded Glory jean jacket. Faded Glory is not something you really want to go looking for, but I thought this was interesting because it had all this turquoise embellishment on it, and it was size extra large. So I picked this up for $1 at the Salvation Army, and I took a best offer of $18. And this is an Adidas windbreaker, vintage. Now, if you can get any kind of vintage Adidas jacket when it has the 3 stripes on it, that usually sells very well for me. I would pay full price for that, but I did happen to get it for $1 at the Salvation Army. I put it out for $35, and I took a best offer of $25. Okay, this is a women's Rumpf shirt. This isn't a name you're going to see very often. This is a riding shirt, and this was actually mine. And this is from a company called Miller's. And if you see anything from a Miller shirt, that's a riding company, and it will sell. But anything that's riding, is going to sell. English is very, very expensive. Horses in general are very, very expensive to get into that sport. And there's a lot of people who really, really love it and can't afford to pay the full price. So this is something that sells very well on eBay. I've sold like tack and boots and breeches, everything sold. So if you see, now you might not know this is even a riding shirt if you saw it. So you may want to go online and become familiar with some riding brands, because if you're in an area that has a lot of riding or horses, you're probably going to see this in your thrift stores. Okay, so I paid nothing for this and I took a best offer of $18 for this shirt. Okay, this is a Converse shirt. It's a really bad picture. Nothing special. It has stretchy side panels on it. I thought it was a little unusual, but it took like 6 months to sell. I only paid $1 for it, and eventually I took a best offer of $14. Okay, this is a Pepe jeans denim jacket, and again, this is the second time I sold this as well. The first time was on Bonanza. The guy got it, and he goes, I didn't realize how large it was, and I thought that was funny because the measurements are right in the auction. So again, I don't argue with anybody, just send it back, that's fine. I only paid $1 for it, so he purchased it for $36 and he returned it. When it's something like that, I do not pay for return shipping. But if I left something out of the auction, if it is my fault, without argument, I will pay for the return shipment to me. So I put this back on and I just took a best offer of $30. So the Pepe jeans denim jackets, they do sell pretty well. Okay, this is a Big Smith overalls, carpenter denim overalls. Overalls, especially for men, they sell pretty well. And this brand, Big Smith, from what I see, does sell very well. And I picked this up at Goodwill, and I did pay full price. They were $5.49. I put them out for $40, and I took a best offer of $30. Okay, this is an Angry Birds Telepods game. I picked up a bunch of these about a year and a half ago at Target, and they were, I think, they were about $4, 4 and change or something, and I've just been slowly selling them for the past year and a half, and I think this was the last one, and it was $17.99 together with the shipping. Okay, this is a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. They're new with tags. They were from the Salvation Army for $1, and I took a best offer of $20. Now this is a pair of Michael Kors. I picked up, I think, about 3 pairs of these at the Burlington Coat Factory. It's the first time I ever tried them. So last time I did sell one of the polos. I paid $5 for 25. It was a Rockaware. And this I paid $10 for. I had it out for $40, and I took a best offer of $30. So although the profit margins aren't as high, I think I'm going to go back and get some more stuff, because I like having the nicer quality brand new items as well. And if it does sell, even if it takes a little bit longer, even if the profit isn't as great, I think it's nice to have these type of items in your store. Okay, this is an open cardigan sweater from Fossil. It's just a cotton blend. It was $1 at the Salvation Army. I put it out for $25, and I took a best offer of $18. Okay, this is a vintage Jones New York wool skirt, a really long skirt. Originally the tag says it was $112. I only paid $1 for it, so I put it out for $35, and I took a best offer of $25. Okay, the last 2 items are Etsy. This was a Liberty Bell tin, vintage. I picked this up at the Goodwill for $1, and I put it immediately on Etsy. It just seems like an Etsy thing. And it's been on there for a little while. I'd say at least 3 or 4 months at least. And it sold for $9.99 plus $4 shipping and handling. And let me see. This is, yeah, a vintage trench coat. And I picked this up at the Goodwill for, I believe it was, yeah, it was half off, so it was about approximately $6. And this is when I first started getting into clothes, so I was just like, oh, let me get a coat. I didn't even know what I was doing. So this thing had marks on it, and and I put it on eBay and it sat there for a few months, and then I just flipped it over onto Etsy, and I just, relisted it when necessary. And eventually it sold, and it sold for $29.99 plus $8 shipping and handling. So, that's really good considering, you know what I mean? So sometimes with certain items, if you just are patient and wait, they will sell. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope your eBay sales are going great, and I hope you feel great, and I will see you next time.